I guess I'm Steex audio video production here at the NAMM Show 2025 with Martin from Furch Guitars, because I know you are releasing something new, and I know that your system of basically your CNR System Active is totally different in construction than the ordinary kind of AC guitars. So let me know everything.
First of all, the new models that we're introducing this year at NAMM is the Pioneer series. And what it is, it's our take on the junior size of a guitar. Because previously we had our little Jane Travel guitar, which is a small-bodied guitar that folds into a backpack. And a lot of people have been having positive feedback about the size and how loud it is. Thanks to the technologies that we use, like the voicing of the soundboard, even our smaller guitars are very loud and projective. And so many people were in fact infatuated by the folding guitar that they wanted a small body size guitar with not a folding neck, but a solid one. So we came up with the Pioneer series. Currently there are 3 models. We have 2 available here. This is one spruce over mahogany, and this is spruce over Indian rosewood.
Okay.
Yeah. All of them are made of all solid wood, so no laminate. And the top plates are individually voiced on these guitars.
Okay.
Yeah. In order to get as much acoustic properties from the small body and have a projective strong sound, which is, for example, why we implemented this feature as well.
The projection?
Yep, we call it booster soundport. And there's some interesting science that connects to it, actually. Because when we were doing our test regarding the resonance of different body sizes and shapes, we found out that there's this golden ratio for what the circumference of the sound hole is versus or in ratio to the volume.
Okay.
And this is known from, for example, violin making. Yeah, and we figured out that there are some body shapes which would greatly benefit if we added some holes.
Okay.
And that's why we came up with this design and measure it.
That's cool.
Found out that not only does it project the sound towards you, the player, it also opens up the EQ. It's much more projective, brighter, but there's also some low mids and bass boost with it. And what is interesting, also the listeners in front of the player can hear the embellishment or the improvement to the sound that this generates. Is not only towards you, the player, but also to the front.
Okay. That's cool. Very, very cool.
All of these guitars, actually, even the small Pioneer ones, they contain the same neck solution system that we've been developing for a long time now. And actually the first version of our own proprietary system was released in 2016. And then after a lot of feedback from our players and fans, we just introduced at the end of last year this new CNR system. CNR standing for Composite Neck Reinforcement System, and active because actually there's an active element to it.
Okay.
So once you establish your desired neck bend, the angle, the string action, it might happen that due to the fluctuation in humidity, the top rises or falls, and in relation to that, the bridge moves, the action, it just gets disturbed, and you might be in a situation for, especially if you're a traveling gigging musician, you might want to get stressed about adjusting your setup prior to a concert. And this deals with this, because this is actually a solid wood expansive element. And what we did is that we paid great attention when selecting the specific wood, what's the orientation of the grain and how much humidity it can absorb. And essentially, if the top would lift due to humidity and the action would become too high, this would absorb moisture as well. It would lengthen, expand, you know, by minuscule amounts, but it would expand. And through this system here, it would pull on it and lower it.
Okay.
So what we are going for is essentially a self-adjusting acoustic guitar neck construction.
That's great.
Yeah. And on top of that, that's not all. We actually implemented an adjustment screw by which you can simply adjust your string action very easily. So
from the hole, from here.
Yeah, a lot of flexibility in terms of achieving your desired string action. And you can simply rely that the neck will be stable, and the setup that you selected and painstakingly set up yourself, it will stay that way no matter what, no matter the conditions.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. So this is another new model that we introduced during last year. It's the
bevel.
Yeah, exactly. It has the bevel duo ergonomical feature, which in this case is 3D printed.
Okay.
Yep. Same as all our guitars, it has an all solid wood body construction. And for this series, the Blue series, the top is individually voiced.
Okay.
Yeah. It also has the booster soundport feature for enhanced projection and clarity and volume.
This is more a dreadnought kind
Yeah, exactly. This is a dreadnought with cutaway. Actually, as I was mentioning the science behind the booster soundport feature, the dreadnought shape was the one where they discovered it.
Oh.
And that's why this is the first series, the first shape to which we implemented it, because dreadnought is the one that can benefit from it the best.
Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's simply such a big body that without this sound port, the air pressure inside was so high that it actually limited the sound projection.
Yes.
And by letting some of the pressure out, the guitar becomes
So for
more open,
high strumming.
more projective. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can simply test it yourself by strumming something and covering and uncovering this. You can just hear the
Okay.
difference. Yeah.
Play. Okay, do it. I can listen also the vibration.
Yeah. It
Yes.
just opens up.
Yeah.
So that's the Blue performance. It comes with an LR-Bex EAS
Okay.
pickup installed for all of them.
So Martin, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Guys, you have the link in the description if you want to know more about Furch Guitars. As always, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Cheers, guys.